December the 8th, 2016, 11:59 p.m. And I want to talk about this idea that we're sexist in some way because we didn't give the presidency to Hillary Clinton. Um, and I just want to point out that it is not because she was a woman that I didn't vote for. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, it wasn't because she was a woman. It was because of the lies that she told me. She told us on TV. She wasn't under oath during those times. It's not a crime of what she committed. But I'm not sitting on a jury, and I'm not asked to put her in jail. And I don't care if she goes to jail or not. I just don't. It's none of my business. I can have a healthy life as long as she's not president. So this has nothing to do with a women's issue. This has to do with the fact that I believe, on average, with her lack of integrity and her inability to seem to understand what the avoiding the impression of impropriety. That's something she has yet to learn over 3 decades. So that's a problem for me, as we're asked to put someone in office as president who still doesn't understand and can't avoid controversies like this. And like I said, she's not guilty of anything that I know of. I'm not thinking she's guilty. I'm not attacking her on the fact she belongs in jail. I'm not attacking her love for the country. I am just simply saying, for some reason or other, she lacks the ability, and Bill Clinton did too, lacks the ability of understanding as a public servant. She needs to take into account what's best for the citizens of the country, or the citizens she represents. And she has to put it over what her desires are, what her wants are. And that's something she hasn't been able to do. She has absolutely no problem going right up to the line of the letter of the law and stop, to where most people might think that it's illegal, but she didn't actually cross the line to where we can say she's guilty. But what does happen is there's always at least one or two people around her that is involved in this mess that does end up with court time, does end up in, having to be pardoned, given immunity for prosecution. And again, she's a lawyer. She understands how you can come up real close to the Constitution and laws and not break them. I get that. And she's the worst type of lawyer I could possibly think of. And I would say that about Bill Clinton, but he's no longer a lawyer. He lost that right because he perjured himself. Whether you like that or not, that is the reason why he lost his law license, is because he perjured himself on the stand. So, that, for me, is the reason why she did not get elected. And I'm sorry, that is specifically because of those two individuals. It has nothing to do with Director Comey, with the reporters who, by all efforts, tried to sweep this under the rug by overblowing a lot of what Trump had to say. They really went too far, and it has nothing to do with anybody else but Hillary Clinton. This is not a judgment on whether or not a woman should be president. This is not a judgment whether a minority should be president. It is a judgment that, as her character goes, I do not believe she is trustworthy, or she can be relied on to put the best needs of this country above the needs of her pocket or her wants or desires. Thank you. Bye.